Hello and welcome to episode 5 of Making the Walk. So this episode we're looking at what's called It's Nice Walking in the Summer Sun. So this is the photograph that when we painted and gridded it, like I usually have, and I've taken few colour samples there, or colours I want to use. So in this you can see there's a lot of sun in the background, so it's going to be our most background colours. We're going to start with sun, then we're going to add the trees, and then add the leaves, and there is a path in here too which you can't see, it's at the bottom. But when we're looking at painting this, we're going to start with that in the background. So you can see here I'm marking out my grid to start, and starting with a very bright colour there for the sun. It's got darker there as it comes in. So it's sort of like almost like a sunburst into the picture. So that's going to be your the background. Then there a path in, and so that's really the first layer done there. And sometimes actually, when you're waiting for bits to dry, sometimes what I would do is just have a heater blowing, and that way it dries so you're not waiting so long. And allows it to dry quicker, and you can paint faster. So it's looking a bit of a mess at the minute, so we're just putting our first tree in there. So we'll probably, because we've started with a brown there, we're probably going to do a few trees, and we're working on a fanned brush there. So I've probably picked a few dark browns here to do these trees. You can see the leaves on the trees. I've used like a fan brush to get that spackling effect. And then we're on a very dark brown here, which is quite a nice contrast versus the sun in the background. But that fan brush sort of gives a nice speckled effect. Here I'm actually using I can't even remember what I'm using, something there to sort of try and make sure the trees are quite straight going up. Like see when you look at the photograph I was working from, the trees are very straight trees. So just doing a lot more of the leaves there in the background, and the more leaves you add, the more detail, the better it's going to look. So just doing a few branches and things like that. I think this is more the canopy I'm working on. I think because I've got that colour, and this is because I've got that colour, I'm able to sort of just go throughout the whole picture, and see there, just like trees are just appearing from nowhere. So it's quite a nice effect. I think here I've clearly not filmed between a large part of the painting there. There's a lot of the foliage at the front there was done, and was that a lot of that green, but you can still see in the background there, sort of those lighter trees. It's quite hard to remember. Not actually, this was this is where I'm putting in the light beams, and it's quite scary doing this because you've painted the whole picture and you're painting over it all, and you don't know how that's going to pan out in the end. I'm just using something there to make sure that the light beams are straight. So they're going over the whole picture at the minute. And you'll see I'm just going to tidy them up a bit, and so that they're not at the very, that they're shining through the trees rather than, so here it's meant to be shining through those trees rather than at the real foreground. I quite like the effect though. I think it looks quite well in the end. It's just working on that. I must have quite a dark brown colour there, so I'm using it just at different places in the picture. So on the tree or on the path. And I'm actually working on the dog now, so I'm just putting the dog in. I should have said actually when at the photograph, the dog's actually superimposed onto the photograph, so taking a picture of the dog and cropped it and superimposed it onto the photograph. And then this is final sort of piece. I should say that Amir didn't get added into all the paintings till the very end. So I went and painted 29 or 30 Amirs. I wasn't too sure what he was going to look like. So this is what it looks like in the actual book once the writing's added. And and this is the picture that was chosen for the front cover. It's quite a nice picture. It's a nice sunny day in the forest. So, all right, thanks for listening. Cheers. Bye.